What is up, darlings, and welcome back to Kirsties'Karz. It is a brand new day, and it is sunny, and it is freezing out, as always. Welcome to Colorado. I am so over it, honestly. I woke up like so ready to get out here, you know, and I'm out here and I'm just like, holy cow, it's freezing out. Oof. Just want to go back inside. Which I could do, but I just woke up with an urge to finish this dang floor pan. You know, the one that I didn't finish in the last video? Yeah, it's time. It's only been like 2 days, but it's time. Can't go that long. So I got the welder all fed, and I realized that, you know, I didn't have the right tip. So I had to go to Harbor Freight, grab some tips, and I grabbed some other wire too, because the one that I had here on hand was, what is it, 035, and what I was using beforehand was 03. So I need like a different tip to use the bigger wire. Makes sense, but I just wasn't prepared. But now I am. So gonna get this done, and you know, I'm just gonna dink around with this other wire and see, you know, maybe if it, like, what the difference is, you know? I don't know. Never done it before, so I mean, I've welded with the flux cord wire, and that's what like me and Dad did like beforehand, like with his welder and stuff, like in some of my first videos. But yeah, as far as like the MIG welding goes, me and him were just really delving into this, so learning together, and so he didn't really give me much info on this per se. So I'm just going to dink around with it and see, you know, what exactly the difference is. And, you know, but I also have some 03 wire too, so if I just want to go back to the way I was doing it, then I can. You know, but like I said, this is all a learning experience for me, and I actually want to learn. Like, I don't just want it to be easy, I almost like want to run into problems now, because, you know, I'm trying out different like techniques of welding that I've seen on other YouTube channels, and I'm trying, you know, just to get as much like practice time and like, you know, oh, that's what that does, or oh, that's, you know, how it's supposed to sound or look, or, you know, so it's, I mean, that's the whole point of this car though. Like, I picked up this car like as my first project, you know, like I've helped Dad with all of his cars, but I've never actually just taken something on and learned, like hands in, like had the heart into it, because it's your project, you know what I mean? So it's really cool to use this car to give me the knowledge that I'm gonna need in the future on my next builds, you know? So I'm trying to get as much of it as I can possibly out of this car, you know? So the next time around, I'm like, I know exactly which way I want to do this, you know? Anyways, it's freaking cold out here and I'm rambling. So I'm going to work on getting this propane heater that I always use, roll it in here and warm this place up a bit before I freaking start welding, because I am so cold I can't even feel my fingers. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to get rolling on this floor pan, and we're going to get it done today in less than 2 hours, because I gotta go get the kids from school. So let's go. A bunch of lazy dogs. Just a bunch of lazy dogs. Tails are wagging. Oh, the tails are wagging, Mimsy. Oh, there's a Yomo boy. You guys gonna help me weld? You guys wanna help me weld something, huh? Can you help me weld something? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm having difficulty figuring out this damn welder. Yeah, I think my regulator is broken, because like the gas is like always pegged. It's like pegged right here the whole time. It never moves. So something's obviously wrong with that, I think. Don't take my word for it though, because I don't know really. So This is me trying the .035 wire. Only to figure out afterwards that there's a difference. Some say aluminum, some say mild steel. You really gotta look at what you buy and what you're putting in there, because you're just gonna have to take it right out. Just like I did after putting this in. I don't get to go out much, so I'm gonna take you guys on a tiny trip with me to Blackhawk to celebrate my birthday. And then when I get back, it's like Thanksgiving time, so let's eat. This episode is all about what not to do. I definitely ran out of gas on a holiday weekend, which is a big no-no because nothing is open, like literally nothing. So, I've been struggling mentally. I just want to get this done. I mean, I have a lot of flux wire, and why not? I mean, it's not like anybody's gonna see it or judge my welds besides you guys, so I'm not like too worried about it, but it does drive me nuts that I can't get this done right now. So on a real note, I am going to refeed this welder for like the third time. Right when I got it like going good, you know, and realized that I am out of gas. So had to call that like a quits right quick and rethink my plan there, and there was nowhere to get gas. So I was just like, I'm out of luck, straight up out of luck. So I have some free time right now, and it is just driving me nuts not to be working on this. So I'm gonna see what this flux can do. I welded a little bit of flux with Dad, and I sucked at it. So, you know, I just got the hang of this whole MIG welding thing. This should be interesting to jump back to flux welding. It's really messy, and Brent from PFI, he gave me advice. He said to go ahead and throw down some WD-40 on the places that I'm not going to be welding. It'll help with all the spatter and removing it, so hopefully that'll be an easier process, because I do remember when me and Dad were welding, it was super messy, just unclean welds. I'm just like, ugh, do not like it. So that's why I went and bought the MIG welder and did the gas and did all this stuff, is so that I could avoid all that, but apparently that's not, you know, what's in my cards right now. So I'm just gonna work with what I got, and I just want to get these damn floor pans in. So I don't care how they go in. Let's rock and roll, guys. It's time to go. Hey, you live and you learn, right? That's how we do this stuff. There's really like a math to this, or like an art, you know? All working pieces must be in order for this to properly work. I mean, I don't think this is like the wrong way to do it, but you know, I learned from Dad. Dad had some, you know, different ways of doing this. Well, that was a proper up right there. Nice and proper. That literally just broke. Like, the wire just broke without, like, anything happening. It was like, yep, nope. I don't want to be here right now. Are you serious? So I went ahead and got some self-tappers thrown in here to kind of pull this seam together. They're underneath here. See? Right there's one. Just throwing those in sporadically. Those self-tappers really pulled this gap together. There was like a freaking half an inch spacing in between there, but now it's all sealed, pulled nice and tight. As I said before, I ran out of gas. Everything's closed because of the holiday weekend, so I just refed the welder. right, so we all have to be honest with ourselves, right? We all have to just admit that we were wrong. That is what I am doing. I was wrong. This flux welding is absolutely disgusting. I am horrified by it, and I don't want to continue on any farther with flux. So that is the outcome of the flux. If you can see that, it looks absolutely terrifying compared to, like, you know, the good stuff. I don't like it. And the good thing is I don't have to do it that way. So, because it's Monday or Tuesday. Time is just flying. Can't keep up with it. But anyways, I'm gonna get this MIG wire fed back through here. Even though I just did the flux, I'm going to get the gas hooked back up and do it the right way, because like I said, this is a learning experience and I've learned something that I do not like flux welding. So. Alright, you guys, so I was using this regulator. It came with the bottle that I bought, which is no longer there. It's a different bottle. I just exchanged my little tiny bottle and got another little tiny bottle. I had gotten this regulator initially when like Dad was still around and he couldn't figure out how to get it on this attachment piece, and yeah, so it ended up working because initially it was a male end, but there was this little attachment piece which, yeah, made it work, fit onto the hose, and la-di-da. So yeah, I'm back to using gas and I'm like ready to rock and roll. I did a little research because that's what I'm supposed to do, because I have to do, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing most of the time. So this is the flow meter. It's based off of hours. So cubic foot hours, square cubic foot hours. I don't know if you can see that. SCFH. And it's just like 10, 20, 30, 40. And I read that it's supposed to be somewhere in between 15 and 25. There's definitely some technical things that go into it to determine which one to be on. But, oh wow. What do you know? No freaking way. There's a flux tip in there. I just freaking bought one of those. Like, ugh. Anyways. I legitimately... Yeah, this is my first time doing any of this. To be honest with you guys, I like had a super proud moment. Many might not know, but I'm like super like anxious when it comes to like going in and like doing things that I've never done before. So like exchanging that bottle was like a first for me, right? Because like, yeah, it was a first. And I always feel like I get like talked down to by men, or like, you know, they try and take advantage of you and stuff. So I'm always like nervous the first time I'm going into like a new place. I went to, Wagner Welding in Longmont to fill it. It was only $36, I believe, for the exchange, which I'm sure there's cheaper, but that was closest, so that's where I went. But yeah, it was super easy. And I like got home and I was like, fuck yeah, Dad, like, because he would always just tell me, like, just go do it. Like, quit freaking out about it, you know, get over it and go do it. You're gonna have to do it again and again and again, so you might as well learn it and get used to it. And so it felt really good to, like, I don't know, actually do it. And it's just like a relief moment, you know, like, now I can get back to the gas welding and never have to touch flux again. Like, oh my goodness, that was so bad. It looked so horrible. I'm gonna try and just like clean it up though some, and yeah, I've learned a lot of things. I've learned, like, well, because the other regulator wasn't working, that's why I didn't know if I was out of gas or not. I thought I was out of gas, started doing the flux weld, and then went to go exchange the tank, but before I exchanged it, I like turned the knob and like gas came. I was like, what? So I like rehooked it all up because I didn't want to waste it, obviously, you know, and I got like half of this done, and then I started seeing it actually run out of gas, you know, like there was no shielding involved at all. So yeah, I learned today. Such a great thing when you learn. Anyways, we're gonna get rolling on this. The sun is going down. It's going down. And that means that I have to go to work soon. Because when the sun goes down, I gotta work. Oh, it looks so pretty. Beautiful. No, it really is though. I love these nights. But really gotta get rocking on this while I got the moment. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so now it's time to get started on the flip side. I'm pretty much going to do the same steps. You guys saw what I did. I'm going to cut it, make it fit nice and snug, and then I will draw my cross member lines over there, drill the holes, sand down / grind down all the paint on the areas that I'm going to be welding, then just fit her in there and start a welding. I mean, that's all you really got to do. That's what we're doing here. It's not beautiful, but it's honest work, people. Honest. I think I found my correct setting on this thing, and it gets me really excited because, you know, it looks really good. And I mean, everything just makes sense now that I've found like the proper setting, and I'm not burning holes in things or like moving too fast with things or like the voltage too high on things, or there's so many technical things that go into welding that it's such a learning process. But I think I found my groove with this, and once I did, I was like, oh my gosh, I just have to like clean all of this up, just everything. I went over all of my previous work with just some beads, just because it didn't, like the flux weld, like it didn't actually look like a good secure weld. So I went ahead and doubled over myself, and then yeah, I'll take the grinder to all that, get it nice and flat and smooth, take out all the zip screws that I put in there, throw in some spot welds in those holes. you got a piece of sheet metal. I'm gonna come through and patch up the little holes in the back where the floor pans didn't go up to. But yeah, got this like fitted in. Just 2 little relief cuts right there. It should be able to fold it nicely. Some of it's laying really good. It's laying flat on those cross members underneath, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna draw my lines, drill my holes, and I need to also remove some more of this. It's like that kill mat sound deadener stuff, but it will just totally melt. It's just gonna have to work because I said it's gonna work, you know? Whatever, I am like, I can't draw a straight line. Once you've got your holes and lines marked, then take whatever you got and make some punch marks so that your drill isn't sliding everywhere. And like me, my bit was worn down heavily from doing the other side, so change that bit, girl, and get it done. Use a grinder or something similar to get all the excess paint off from where you're about to weld. Trust me, people, this is crucial. Holy heck, look at me now. Man, what a fun time. I mean, honestly, I didn't get it done. I gotta go to work again. Went to work this morning. Gotta go to work again. Yeah. But I got it all prepped, primed, ready to go. Literally, all I gotta do now is weld her on in. Might need a couple zip screws to hold a few places in just until I get it tacked down. But other than that, she's like fitting in there so fine, man. I'm happy. You know, I'm also like getting pumped up because there is so much to come, and like I'm learning so much, and I feel so confident. Like, even doing this driver side compared to the passenger side, everything's going smoother, everything's easier. I'm like, shabam! Already done with that step. What's the next one? Oh yeah, I already know the next step because I did it already. It's so fun learning, and it's so fun, like, getting good at stuff, you know? Like, I don't know. It's fun. I really don't want to stop right now. There's still sunlight, and it drives me nuts. But I need to, like, go take a shower so I can go to work. I will be back here as soon as I freaking possibly can to weld that in, and then, bam, floor pans are done. Floor pans are done. I just killed a mosquito in December. It's also, like, really weird. Where is it? Where'd you go? They're gonna think I'm lying. That was a freaking mosquito. I'm, like, touching my dirty ground trying to find a dead bug. But still, it's, like, freaking 70 degrees in Colorado, December 1st. It is beautiful, you know? It's been so great being out here today. This is not a beauty contest, but it is a contest to see who cannot burn their hair. So, I am rocking the high bun with the hoodie, which should give me maximum protection. You know, I've had some close calls. I like my hoodie. I like it secure, all hair protected. Looks so yellow. I like to keep my hair in one piece. So, we have a hoodie. We are secure. We got this bad boy, which, I mean, fits over this hoodie so nicely. I mean, well, looks like I need to adjust a little bit, maybe. Let's go. It really is a stop and go process when trying to find out like the correct voltage and wire speed. Some of the metal's really rusty and other parts of it are great. I mean, they both burn differently though, so it's definitely been a learning process. Check out this little gem that I found. Oh yeah, he's real nice and comfortable. It is not beautiful, but it is complete. Both sides, they're in. Now all I gotta do is just run the grinder along all of it. Get it nice and flat and smooth. All my little spot welds on the cross members lined up. Everything's looking snazzy, looking good, fitting in nicely. Ba-bam, ba-bam. But yeah, now all I gotta do is grind it all down and finally we have floor pans, people. They are installed and ready to go. Well, almost.